Listen very carefully. Whether you are married or you're single, or you're about to get married, or you're newly married, I heard it clearly. Intolerance is the biggest reason for divorce. Ask me why. I'm going to give you just two scenarios to help us to understand why intolerance. Intolerance means you're unable to accept a certain behavior from your partner in marriage. You've had enough. You can't do it anymore. And you say, you know what? I want to pack it up. No matter the cost, no matter who's going to get hurt. Your kids, your family, yourself, your husband, your wife, it doesn't matter. It's over. I'm going to paint two scenarios. The first scenario is like this. A man is married to a woman. Let's call him Dari, and we call the woman Rachel. Yes. Don't worry if that's your name. I'm sorry. I just have to pick something, right? Okay, so Dari is married to Rachel. In this scenario, Rachel loses her temper. That is her weakness. When she loses her temper, she embarrasses her husband in his workplace. She can embarrass him in front of his family, in front of her family, in front of his friends, in front of her friends. And he's taking it all these years, right? He's still married to her. In fact, he has tried to help her to get help. Last month, remember this is a hypothetical scenario, but let's pretend. Last month, just follow my story. Last month, they celebrated their 55th wedding anniversary. It's not because she's perfect, no. To him, she has other good sides. She's nice, she's compassionate, she's loyal, she's faithful. She's everything his dream woman should be, except that she has anger problems and she's not able to control herself. But Dari has taken time. When they were dating, he took time to understand that his wife grew up like in a foster care home, or her childhood was very turbulent, and in their home they had anger issues. Maybe the father and the mother had anger issues and they couldn't manage it, and so she's been conditioned because she's been prolonged exposure to that kind of situation she thinks is normal. She has tried to break the habit, she hasn't been able to. So even though he's embarrassed and he's humiliated, he feels deflated, but he doesn't allow her positives to cover her negatives, right? So they've just celebrated their 55th wedding anniversary. So he has tolerance for her excesses. He has tolerance for it. You can say they are well matched, right? That she's his ribs. So he's the only one that could have married her and managed her. So that's perfect, you see. So although she's imperfect, she married somebody that is perfect for her. That is exactly what marriage is about. Now, scenario number two. It's the same Dari and Rachel. Exactly the same situation. They are married, and I don't know whether Dari has one deal breaker, just one. In his life, he has told himself that he will never marry a woman. He will not marry a woman who disrespects him, who humiliates him, who ridicules him. That's his only deal breaker. So he dates Rachel, they get married. I don't know if maybe he was never exposed to that side of her. I don't know. But they get married 2-3 months and she starts. I don't know what he's done. She loses her temper. She embarrasses him at home. She goes to his workplace in front of his colleagues, embarrass him. In front of her families from time to time. She does her display. Whatever it is that triggers her, she snaps and she loses her cool, right? And one day, he's been telling her that, that she's crossing the line, She can't help herself, you see. So anyway, one day, he drives her in the car, takes her to her parents' home, and he tells the parents, he makes an announcement that just as I asked you for her hand in marriage, now I am bringing her back and I'm asking her in front of you for your divorce. Everybody is in a state of shock. He said he's had enough. He doesn't want to be ridiculed anymore. He doesn't want to be humiliated anymore, and that it's over. The parents are in shock. The family is in shock. In fact, she is in shock. Rachel is in shock because this is a guy she didn't think he could do it. And he stands up. They all watch him. He picks up his car key and he goes out. She runs after him, starts to beg and cry. But he's entered his car. He's gone. He changes the lock in the house and the marriage is over. 2 years, 6 months, 18 months, I don't know how long it lasted. Why? Because he's not able to tolerate it. I don't know if he was never exposed to her excesses. I don't know if he never took time to understand that the way she was raised, what she suffered, as a child growing up is this, and therefore she doesn't know how to help herself, and he's not been patient enough to tolerate it, or he never got that deep connection to have found out this thing, to know that, okay, she's not the woman for me, and go on to marry a calm-headed, level-headed, gentle woman, submissive woman. So I'm just saying that we don't know what happened, but we must all learn from these scenarios. We all have different tolerance limits. What I can tolerate, you might not be able to tolerate. And what you can tolerate, I might not be able to bear. That is the thing about tolerance. That's why it's good to make sure you get matched with somebody that you can tolerate their excesses. They can tolerate your excesses. That is the moral of the story. May God give us grace to be tolerant in our marriages in Jesus' name. If you are single, if you are married, there's a lesson here for all of us. If you love this sort of videos, please subscribe. These are my books, guys, by Christmas, Not a Fling, and Pope Heart of the Mafia. If you get it, let me know. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? If these are the kind of videos you like, please subscribe, like, and share, and leave me comments. What do you think about this topic? How can we be more tolerant? If you have experiences, please share it privately or leave me a comment. Until next time, it's your girl Stella. God bless. Have a drink with me. Bye.